this is the new city council. So this is where we have to put a lot of our focus now. We have to emphasize to each of these members, and I think there's at least 3 that will play the part today, so we need at least one more. And we also need to have citizens like you, like all of us, to go downtown when there are meetings and to stand up and speak whenever we can and tell them that we need to keep that park there and to keep the city farm and the marina as part of the park. It's up to us. We are the government if we will only be it. You know, if we allow a handful of people to sit up there and hand out favors to people that support them, then we get what we deserve. But that doesn't have to happen. Things that happened before, if you remember, what happened to the NU Mall? You remember that a few years ago? You know, people didn't want that. And even more recently, about that supermarket grocery store over by Patrick Henry Field, by the airport. Yeah, if enough people get together and go down there, and I tell you this, elections come pretty quick. In less than 2 years, there'll be 4 council people running, and if they see a big demand to keep something like as a park, they may even change their position. Okay? The city manager, the guy with the sunglasses, and this was actually, some of you are not too happy about him. If you want to know more, you can talk to one of us afterwards, but we don't want to make this public. But, he's not the most agreeable as far as park. I don't know why they brought him in considering his background, but we're afraid we're going to find out soon. The Comprehensive Plan Citizen Advisory Committee. Say all that in one breath, good. These are some of the members of the committee. We had 3 people on this committee, and by the way, I did go to a meeting recently, and fortunately we are well represented, but they are willing to voice the concern about the park, about that land, and to take to task these people that seem to ignore what's been decided in the past and try to sneak through something different. Okay. There was an international soccer festival and community fair at Riverview Park recently, and that was August 20th, and we had people representing us. What they did, they set up a table and had things to hand out to people, and I have some of those things up here. This is a survey. What we would like you to do before you leave is fill up all this in, your contact information. But there's basically 3 choices here, and 2 you've already seen. One with the park, one with development. Okay. This is something else that somehow they try to sneak by us. I went to the HRT. Meeting this was back in May, so it's 17 months now. And they had this map, and on it they pointed out in yellow what they called potential, the strategic opportunity areas, or areas identified by the city with the potential for new growth and development. Riverview Park, the whole thing was in yellow. So you can see, along with, let's see, Hilton area where they're going to do some development. There's some around Patrick Henry and various other places. But they consider Riverview as development project.
Adrian, do you know what developers, do we know as a city what developers give to the respective political campaigns?
You can find out things about donations. And, online. There are places online where you can find that out. And, you can check it out.
What
Oh.
they had marked it as a strategic opportunity area.
Okay, let me see. It was the Hampton Roads Transit Peninsula Corridor Study Public Workshop on May 19th, 2016. And like I said, they had this map, and I put in these blocks here with the information, but the yellow, that's their doing. And they said they got this information from the cities. It wasn't HRC that invented this, they got the information from the individual cities. So that's the third option. So the option is all of this at the park, all the city farm and marina areas to be developed, and even part of what's Riverview now would be the second one, and the third one would be kind of open-ended, no telling what that would be if it's all opportunity area. So of course we prefer one, but read this, look at the illustrations, and please give us your information, because it counts when you have people supporting it. When you have names of people that are actually supporting the park.
Adrian, are you able to tell us which city council people that you think are in favor of saving it?
Okay, yes, I think they wouldn't mind in favor. You can do the subtraction. Okay, Woodbury very much is supporting the park. She made an initiative in that. That was it. Okay. Marcellus Harris, the new councilman, yes, he supported it. And he supported it even before any of us went up to him to try to convince him. He did it on his own. So I believe you'll keep that there. And the other one is Sandra Cherry. Yeah, so those three. So, and of course, there's the opportunity to maybe turn around one of these other members too. Okay. And there's some more people that were at the park. And by the way, we would encourage any of you that want to help us, please contact us. There's contact information, the email goes to me there, and I'd be glad to have any of you to join in and help us. And it depends, whatever degree you can help. You can come to meetings, or you can't do a lot of that, you can still help pass out brochures, and especially when we need a large group to go down to the city council. We need a lot of people to do that. Yes?
The survey that you have up there that you want us to fill out, is that in addition to the
Yes.
petition?
There's also an online petition, but the online petition is different in that we don't gather any information by contact. We really would like to have, if you have email, to have your email, and otherwise any other way we can contact you to let you know what's going on. Because that's the only way we're going to be able to get a lot of people to go down to the city council together is by being able to notify you, because you usually don't know what's going to happen in the agenda until the last minute.
But the online petition is really important to sign too, because we want to have a lot of numbers.
Yes.
To be able to say that, several thousand people are that sign that petition. So we can present that to the city council.
Yeah, both are important, so please, you can do both. You don't have to just choose between one or the other, do both. Yes.
If you are going to write to the council, make sure they get it, because I think it's going through the city manager now. And I can contest to that, because my husband just wrote a transportation letter that never got to Mayor Washington to give to the people.
Okay. I have a suggestion. Instead of sending it to the email that goes to one address for everybody, we have the email for each individual council person. So check our Facebook page. I think all of it is on Facebook now, but if you can't, if it's not working for you, contact us and we'll see.
I would like to say one good word for Rob Coleman.
Maybe now that he's not on the council, he can come over to our side. We got him on the side of the city and voted for accepting, the Hardwood House.
Oh.
He had been against it, we got him on our side, by giving him a tour, and so maybe now that he's not on there, it might be a good time to talk to him again, because he's done a wonderful job for the city.
Okay.
He's a good vice mayor.
I have no objection to
Yeah,
that.
so I just was gonna say, he's a really good guy, he listens to people, so I think that could have been a whole lot of, there's always a lot of horse trading going on, and I don't know that he wasn't as involved as some other city council members were,
Right.
but when I had talked to him about it, it seemed to be thinking that possibly some part of it could still be, residential, but the waterfront area would definitely be preserved,
Well,
so, I don't know. But, everybody takes his life.
yeah, I still think
Right,
the idea of any residential, because,
right.
because first of all, 58 acres is not as much as you think.
Right.
And also, once you put housing there, those people that live there would have, think that it's their park. If people pay a big price for a house, they don't want to park right next to them, that's an active park.
Just like First Street and Buck Road.
Yeah.
They
Because-
don't let you park down
Yeah.
where they had the public beach.
Yeah, I think that maybe now that he's out of office, maybe that kind of thing he could do.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. The barn roof repair. Okay, next. All right. They started to repair it, and they spent over $56,000, was the number. I was at the meeting last week. They found termite destructive damage there. They found that some of the support system had been removed, and therefore, they said the walls of the second floor are bowed out on both sides. And now there's a question, why were those supports removed, and who removed them? It could be somebody thought there was some value in the wood that was there. Other suggestions were that maybe they thought, well, if we take these out, the barn will get to a point where it can't be saved, and therefore we'll have no land to develop. That's what people think, and you can think what you want about it. But I want to say one point. This is something we should insist on this being investigated, because no matter why this was done, it's a crime to destroy city property or any property for that matter, and to put people in danger by taking out structural elements. Somebody could be hurt in that building.
Who's controlling it?
Well, the city office, the sheriff's office was controlling it, and I think they may still, it's still off limits. And so it's still,
Parks and Rec.
I don't think the Parks and Rec, they may do some work there, but I don't know. I think it's still the sheriff's. Yes.